Yes, I want to start the streaming event. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Your event is starting. I need to mute this. Whoever's there, hello. I think that this is going... Yes, I see it pop up. Cool. Thanks for joining me. This has had 0 promo, so excuse me a moment while I quickly tweet out the link while I explain where I've been these past 2 weeks. I have had inquiries about where the Drag Race reviews have gone. I have not been in a cave. I've been figuring out this apartment, which is still a mystery to y'all because it is still very much unpacked, unfurnished. And I went to LA for a week 2 weeks ago, so that was for episode 4. And then this past week I was busy. But honestly, all of that aside, the biggest reason that I haven't... Oh my god, log into Twitter. Okay, let's get this together. The biggest reason I haven't reviewed is because, well, aside from my review partner, Foster, not having a place to film at the moment, and me losing motivation exponentially when I don't have a scene partner, is that I'm kind of bored with the season. I'm kind of bored with Drag Race in general. I think that coming off of All Stars 3 and going right into the season, I don't know how these reviewers are doing it, because Mama's burnt out, and also, like, I have other things to talk about, and having those every week is truly, it's just so much to keep track of, so many looks. There were like 30-something, 36 looks, 33 looks, that the ball episode a couple episodes ago. It's like, with all those opinions about all those things, it's hard to talk about anything else, because I'm just trying to, like, tackle everything. So we're going to diversify the topics. I will comment on the couple of episodes that I've missed. Maybe this Thursday it will be time to return to the Drag Race reviews. What am I doing here on Twitter? Oh, I'm tweeting. Okay. Live KIKI, come join. The promo is real. I just know how to write that marketing copy. My stream status is okay, says the live control room. Does it look okay on your end, or does it look bad, or does it look alright? Hi, Purple Vlogs. Hi, Leland. Hey, GP. The 30 look challenge was a lot. True. True. And it wasn't... The thing is, with all of those looks, still was kind of a meh episode. Past 2 episodes have been kind of like... We haven't topped The Bitchler. All Stars 3. Who would have thought All Stars 3 would still be trumping Season 10? Who would have thought? Okay, so what's the link to this thing? Alright, y'all. I have Kiki, come join. Tweet. It's enough. If people want to be here, they'll be here. They don't need to know context. They don't need to know details. They don't need to know topics. They just need to know that we are having fun. How was all of your Tuesday? How are you guys doing? Where's everyone from? I always like hearing where geographically people are tuning in from. How's the vamping? While I'm very clearly logging into social media accounts. How is the vamping doing? Is she doing it? Oh my god. If I can remember all of my passwords. Do you guys use a password manager? That's a boring subject. So, who are you rooting for? Did you hear Ariana Grande's new song? We're going to be talking about that. No tears left to cry. Not one. Not a single one. We're also going to briefly touch on Beyonce at Coachella, because I did want to just give that a nod, give a few contrary opinions, if you will. Who else is here? Hey, Starlight Gem. Starlight Gem. Oh, you wrote to me on YouTube a couple days ago. What did you say? We can chat here now, if I didn't respond. Firefly, Xena Carpool Karaoke. Yes! Yes! I agree! That is also a conversation topic. That should be in the title of this video. I saw that this morning. You might have seen my tweet. Very excited. God, her 6th album. Y'all, we only have 8 years to go. It's gonna get here, and then we're all gonna be shook in the future. In the far, far future. Truly, I do think that she is promoting... I mean, maybe it's just like another Oreo situation. Maybe she's going to be promoting Ho-Ho's, but she is on magazine covers. I'm seeing her in the subway. I'm seeing her on Carpool Karaoke. Her face looks somehow refreshified. You know, the light lip color tricks your eye from, you know, the state of the facial features. And she sounds great. I'm very suspicious about Carpool Karaoke's authenticity in 2018. I will say, I am clocking some sort of a green screen with the lighting effects. I'm trying to do some Nancy Drew connecting the dots. A lot of the vocals must be post-dubbed by now. Guys, do you think that they're really recording the Carpool Karaoke vocals live? I know Mariah set a precedent as the first ever Carpool Karaoke doing raw Mariah vocals, but a viral hit, they're going to add some post-production into that. I'm just saying. That said, whatever state she was in recording the vocals, if it was in a studio, if it was in the car, she was relaxed. There was not that much tension. She got a good growl tutorial, and I was proud of her. I'm all about hashtag X6. 2026 is going to be amazing. So that's that on that. You asked how I was because, oh, well, thank you for checking in. Yeah, I'm glad to be here and reassure everyone who was worried that, no, I have not gone away. I simply have put my opinions on Drag Race into hibernation. All right, what looks really good? Oh, the stream does. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I'm watching on my computer, and it seems like it looks all right. That said, I should probably pause it, because if it's like streaming and it's videotaping, maybe it'll cause some delays. Hi, Pablo Mello. Hello, GM104. Hello, Patrick Strong. No one is standing out. Most memorable moment has been Vanjie. I honestly think that she may end up being the most memorable thing about this season, and she was on for maybe 4 minutes. She, fun fact, was in Minneapolis this past week, and hopefully whoever was there had a great time. Gave her some cookies. So glad to see you by yourself. Poison Arrow is being shady, y'all. She is a poison arrow. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Purple Vlogs, you're from New York. Well, hello, hello. Vanjie. Long Island. I stayed in Long Island for a summer when I was interning. Where in Long Island do you live? I mean, not to get too specific. I'm not trying to, not trying to pry. Richmond, Virginia, Patrick Strong. All right, come on, Virginia. What was I doing on Facebook? I was going to tell people to come to the stream from my Facebook page. Do any of you guys interact with my Facebook page? Like, I don't know. I'm very sporadic on all my social media accounts lately because, like, when I'm at work, I can't really do anything for any of my personal channels just because I'm always busy with stuff. And then when I'm on my lunch break, I want to, like, walk outside and take in the sunshine and not be, like, on social media. But every now and then when I check in on Facebook, I love the interaction I got on the Facebook page versus Twitter. I feel like there's more context. People are chatting and comments and stuff. Do any of y'all have that experience, or are you like, what? You have a Facebook page? Live kikiing right now with y'all. Dash, come join. Link. Great. Perfect. All right, the deed's done. I'm not going to do the Insta. I'm not going to do the Tumblr. When have I ever? Never. All right, let's see. Firefly fan says that Sia sounded pretty authentic in her Carpool Karaoke. Sia, I mean, these are conspiracy theories. This is a baby theory. I honestly have had so much trust issue with Christina Aguilera specifically in terms of live vocals, like literally since 2006, just because, well, no, since 2008. Like Bionic was when you could hear the vocal cords starting to deteriorate, and then, you know, she just has always, she sounded very good. So if these were recorded live in the car, she is rested. She was also in a relaxed setting. I think that she gets intense stage fright, and that, like, a lot of the time it causes over-singing, it causes tension, and, you know, she's always been at home, like in the judges' chair on The Voice, just being like, just do this little run, and then she does it perfectly. So maybe it's just the setting. But I would not be surprised if, when was Sia? Was that like a few years ago? I wouldn't be surprised if since its inception, Carpool Karaoke has become more polished, not necessarily because of his crew, but because the stars now know it's a thing. So when they come with their like Carpool Karaoke tour rider, they're like, I will get an opportunity to post up my vocals. I'm not going to let you capture me in a bad light. I know this is going to go viral. Like, I could imagine that being in the terms for them to acquire certain talent. And has Britney done one? Because, like, y'all know. If she, has Britney done a Carpool Karaoke? Because if not, she should, and it should fully be lip-synced the entire 12 minutes. That would be the moment. How is Foster? Foster's good. I miss Foster. Yeah, we still, I mean, talk to her every day, and, you know, I miss her. Foster, where are you, girl? We need to figure out our stuff. For real, y'all. We need to figure out a Google Hangout situation. Like, can I just call him and then have him, like, voice his opinions over audio, or is that just very... I feel like we should probably have some sort of a Google Hangout video chat. It is a video medium. I don't know. Thoughts? Do we want a written blog? A live chat? Should she just hop into the live chat while I'm doing a live stream and voice all opinions on text? How bad do we want the read? Pablo, what are your opinions on Miss Cracker? Love her. She's very prepared, and I mean, she's going to be in the top 3. I love that she is now reviewing her own episodes, very meta. Surprised that that didn't happen earlier. I think it may have. No, yeah, didn't Peppermint also do like reviews of her own season? Whatever the case, I love Cracker. I cannot wait for my first time seeing her live. She apparently still performs here, although it must be real crowded now that her season's on TV. Let's see. Nobody's on Facebook is what I'm getting out of this. Brittany has, and it was terrible. Oh, okay. Well, no wonder I forgot. Update on my living situation. I am moved into the apartment. We have things very much in boxes still, and no furniture. But, well, no, that's not true. I have a desk. I have a little chair, and that's what I'm using right now. And, yeah, I'm, like, at work a lot of the time, and it's difficult to spend, you know, like once it's the weekend, we want to like hang out and not have to, but yeah, we're slowly but surely unpacking. Like I've been organizing my clothing and hanging them up and getting hangers, things like buying a couch and a coffee table and like a bed that's not an air mattress are bigger commitments than sorting through the clothing. So we're starting small, we're doing attainable goals, we want to see progress, and then furniture will come later. But overall, happy with the location, happy with the apartment. So glad to not be apartment hunting anymore. Oh my. I nearly went insane, y'all. Nearly went insane. So thank you very much for asking, Emiro. Appreciate it. TJ, does Foster still sport his bowl cut? Oh, she will be rocking that bowl cut for years and years to come. Let's see, Anthony, I'm so, like, behind on the chat. Let's see, Foster can move in with me. Listen, the second Foster wants to move to New York, we're going to be all about it. GP says he'd be fine having Foster on the phone. Madonna's carpool karaoke, very flexible in a car. I don't remember any of these. I remember Mariah. I remember like Demi and then Nick Jonas was in the background. I remember Justin Bieber. I remember Christina Aguilera. I remember, I mean, Adele, because everyone was freaking out about it, and I was like, okay. Has Beyonce done one yet? That will be the day. Oh, she, like, will have a full... You can't have Beyonce do anything without at least a year in advance. I guess this is a good transition into Coachella. Beyonce needs a full production. She needs to have at least a date that's canceled and then postponed for a year later. Her carpool karaoke will happen around when Christina's new album comes out in 2026, and she will have a marching band. It'll be a trailer, but somehow still cozy and homey, and she will deliver vocals. Some of them, most of them, will be playback, and we'll all be okay with it. All right, where are we in this chat? Before we go real in. What did I think of Mariah's carpool karaoke? John Del Rey, loved... I loved it. What do you want from her? What do you want from her? I thought that, you know what? For what it was, she was the first one. She set the precedent. Let that be known. She did give all live vocals, you could tell, but she was there for it. And, you know, working her little note dodges, and I love Mariah. You guys know. I'm not going to even be here and on a soapbox defending her. She's perfect and wonderful and a legend, and has given more to pop music than basically anybody else who's living right now. Hot takes, but where's the lie? I just found an apartment. It was the last one left in the area I needed. Congratulations, TJ. What, is this also in New York? Wherever it is, it is so nice to finally make a decision. Anybody who's making any kind of decision, it is fatiguing weighing the options, pros and cons lists, asking advice, reading forums online. Once you decide, the gates are open. So congratulations to you, TJ. Greetings from Colombia. Yes, Amiro, this is not my motherland personally, but my father is from Colombia, moved to the States when he was 15, and that whole side of my family is Colombian, so it is part of my upbringing. I cannot say I've been there yet, which is ridiculous. We should have done like a family trip to Colombia by now, but hopefully that will occur at some point in the future. And I definitely, have a respect for Colombian culture, Colombian food. We used to make like little, I remember in kindergarten, we made empanadas, and like we would like press it and, do the whole thing, and I brought them in to share with everybody. Yeah, good times. Hey Alonzo, good to see you too. And I will send Foster your love. Hopefully Foster will like appear in this chat mysteriously under some, he would fully like be in here trolling me as some other username without disclosing his identity. But if y'all get a sense, her spirit is here. Gaga's carpool, yes, this is true. Lady Gaga is another can do no wrong moment for me personally. Baltimore is the location. Yes, okay, sweet. I've never been to Baltimore. I have a couple friends from Baltimore. They do have a theater scene there. A couple of my acting school buddies were from Baltimore, so congrats. Oh my. Okay, so let's see. Who barely sang? I'm not too delayed in the chat to know what. To say Adele was meh, but Mariah is great. Okay, well, it's just a difference of aesthetic, a difference of opinion. I'm not the biggest Adele fan. I'll recognize when like 19 came out and Hometown Glory and like free on iTunes. I was like, all right, this is like Amy Winehouse without the vocal nodules and like, very mature for her age. Once 21 came out, I was like, cool, she's making it big. This is now played everywhere, and I get that like from a commercial standpoint, she reaches every demographic, so she's selling very well. At this point, I'm like, everybody stands this as the vocal legend of our generation. She's had surgery on her voice like 3 times already in her career. Her voice, while unique, is not really, when you like break it down, that flexible. Like, when it's Adele singing, you're going to be within a 2-octave range. You are going to be dodging notes in the live rendition, because at the end of the day, Homegirl does not have a technical foundation. And like a unique voice can only get you so far. I don't know. This is such an unpopular opinion. I should literally just stop talking. Above it all, her music is not that interesting. Sorry, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna come out here and say her last album was a snooze, and I don't care how accessible you are in a range of age groups, demographics, locations, whatever. At the end of the day, you gotta make music that's more interesting than Meghan Trainor. So, let's move on from that topic. Hey, Andrew Garfield. Girl? Aren't you supposed to be in Angels in America right now? It is a Tuesday evening. Isn't it part 2? Hi, you're from Chicago. You're curious what my favorite Mariah Carey song is. Oh my god. Yours is Hero. Hero is beautiful. My favorite Mariah song. This is so hard. I mean, I have a list of performances. Vanishing. SNL. Not the live performance. The rehearsal video. That's probably like very much up there in my top 5. If It's Over, 1993 Grammy Awards. Oh my god. Her Somewhere Over the Rainbow tribute to Patti LaBelle. I think it was 97, 98. I might be getting that wrong. Amazing. One of my favorite. It's not even like from her prime era, but she goes for it. The musician is there. If we're talking like New Age Mariah, I mean, Charm Bracelet has some, oh my god. Saving Grace, ugh. I don't even, and then Emancipation Era, freaking Shake It Off, like, we could go on and on. Those are a few of my faves. Thank you, Andrew, for agreeing about my controversial Adele opinions. TJ, Janelle Monáe is really going there right now. Her entire new era, all of these boundary-pushing music videos, I'm very much about it. Some of the songs are hit or miss. Like the most recent one with the pink pants that are not a, what is it called? An innuendo for anything. They're just pink pants. It's just fashion. That song is like a little too on the edge of like Taylor Swift mainstream pop sound. But the one before that, the like Prince sounding one, I was like, all right, I see what you're doing. You're winking at Prince. I think that generally this era will probably have a lot of nods to different prominent music styles. But like visually, aesthetically, and in terms of message, I'm very much on board with this era. We will see how the conversation continues. It is risky territory, but so far she's doing all right. Talking vocals and carpool karaoke's only. I'm just scrolling up and down. You can tell that I'm just like, okay. I think that we're done with carpool karaoke. I think that we gave them more than its fair amount of promo without them paying me. So, TJ, your boyfriend is doing theater and coming down to hope he can find stuff to do in Baltimore. All right, come through. I have heard the theater scene there is a thing, and that it's a very like encouraging community, and you know, best wishes. Like, I'm all about that. Regional theater needs to stay alive and thriving and current, and you know, it's up to us to make that happen. Let's see. Adele songs all sound the same. Okay, I guess I'm not alone with the Adele opinions, y'all. I'm not getting torn down. When keeping it real goes wrong. Thanks, Firefly fan. That's basically... I should put that as my channel banner. When keeping it real goes wrong. David Levitz. Welcome. Let's go to Red Lobster. Okay, Jeremy, I've never been to a Red Lobster. I don't really like seafood that much. Can it be an Olive Garden? I've been to an Olive Garden probably every birthday I've had for the past 3 years? 4 years? And it's only on my birthday at this point. Like, I used to go more than that, but at this point it's just like... Hey, Austin's here. Hello. Somebody's on the wrong note. That is totally, she got the reference. It is The Vanishing Rehearsal SNL. We watched that together. How are you? Why haven't I seen you lately? Girl, we need to hang out. Yeah, hope you're well. Yes. Let's see. Last two lip syncs. They were both Monet doing what Monet does best. I do think that the first one between her and Dusty was better. The key highlight moment was the false jump split. I'm not going to do that. That's amazing. That Dusty Monet lip sync, and Dusty like held her own. I know people were making fun of that. You know, she did what she had to do. She didn't know all the words, and the camera made sure to point that out. But overall, that was a very entertaining lip sync. That was probably, I mean, it was definitely the best one this season so far. Holding it up to All-Stars, you can't compete with Shanji's little gags. But I was about it. This one, this past week, I'm having trouble even remembering. Who went home this week? Oh my god, guys. This is how you know I'm not involved, because I don't even remember. Can you guys remind me? I'm gonna catch up on the chat. Separate baskets of breadsticks. It's true, Jeremy. We need to. Okay, Austin. She's been a busy girl. She's been traveling. How are things? Austin? What did you think of Ariana's new song? We're speaking about No Tears Left to Cry. We're speaking about Beyonce at Coachella. We are speaking about. We already covered Christina Aguilera, Carpool Karaoke. We're touching on Drag Race in moments. Mayhem Miller went home. Yes, this is true. Lip sync was not great. And Mayhem's runway look, by the way, was very toddlers and tiaras. And not in a good way. On Photo Fashion Review, they said like she should have done an oversized hat, like maybe big shoes, like sort of like that baby challenge that they did in season 8, was it? Yeah, I think so. And then it would have been like, oh, okay, she's being funny about it, and it's still put together. But just like, unironically, fully like pink little country, no, too on the nose, too obvious, not about it. That said, it was kind of funny to see, like, it's the epitome of Drag Race when you have Monet, who is like so not together look-wise this week or last week, and then you have Mayhem, who's like, I mean, if you're just looking at a look, she's at least the more put together one, and you know, only on Drag Race can you just like lip sync yourself out of that situation. So But hey, I'm all about Monet making it as far as she can. She's one of my favorites for sure. Austin's not up to date on anything. For y'all who are like, who is Austin? Who is that? Who is that? We did high school theater together. I've known him since 8th grade. When was 8th grade? A long time. Over a decade of time. We did Sound of Music together. We did Jekyll and Hyde together. We did Tommy together. He played my dead dad in Jekyll and Hyde. And then we went to the academy together, and we did Macbeth together, and what a time, what a time. Theater brings people together. Communion. Make the theater space a place of communion. Okay. Let's see. What else is happening here? Am I done with reviews? I'm not done with reviews, GM 104. I am here reviewing. My review partner is trying to find the logistic allowances to make it happen overseas. It's late in the day. It's a Tuesday. Across state borders. My conspiracy theory behind Rue's mask, they already did the dental work on Reddit. They did a screenshot of Rue's mouth behind the mask, and we're like, it all lines up. Of course it was Rue behind the mask. She was like, an opportunity not to have to do my face? Okay. But let's be real, in the most recent episode, Rue looked absolutely uncomfortable. It's like every week, the puppet strings are wearing thin. I think it's, honestly, feelings aside, in terms of Rue's inner life and commitment to this job hosting the show 10 years in, I think that she's afraid to smile because of the tape contraptions, the series of pulleys and levers that hold her face together, because she just looks like she doesn't. It's like this, especially this past week, like when she came out, it was like a grimace. She wasn't like even, I think that she's just afraid something's gonna pop, but she looks uncomfortable. And let's not get started about the workroom videos with the grandma wig. No. So I was fine with mask. Whatever, you do you. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Beachella. Okay, let's talk about it. What did you guys think about Beachella? Did you watch the live stream? Did you watch the day 2 stream? Did you watch the fan footage from the second weekend on Saturday or Sunday or something? Did you watch the Ariana performance? No, that's later. Beachella. Thoughts? Any advice for someone who can't sing or dance but would love to do theater? Courtney, you can do, well, okay, do you want to perform exclusively, or do you, because there are so many roles in theater, just like jobs that need to be filled in terms of support, in terms of like planning, in terms of, I mean, anything under the sun, it takes a village to raise a play. So if you feel like you're not a performer and it doesn't come naturally to you, you can be a stage manager, you can be a lighting designer, you can be a lighting op, you can be a stagehand, you can be a set designer, you can be a costume designer, you can do makeup, you can do hair. If you just want to be around theater people, there is definitely ample opportunity to do so. If you want to be a performer and you can't sing or dance, get training, because for, I would say, like 99% of people can awaken some sort of performing talent through training. I am very committed to saying, like, those people who say, oh, it's just a natural talent you need to be born with, maybe at its very, very core, there needs to be a seed there, but everybody is good at performing at some level. Humans are very social creatures. We have been storytellers since the dawn of time, and if you can, like, tap into that and have a really good coach and a really supportive community and unlock fearlessness in yourself to, like, find what wall you hit, find what your limitations are, and then find that part of you that can open up and be developed and trained, then there should be something there. Like, I mean, you know, I don't know. This is me and my idealistic self, but I think that training is often underestimated when it comes to the performing arts, and there's too much focus put on talent. And at the end of the day, it's all about training. It's all about building a skill that you can reproduce reliably, professionally in a variety of environments, and that takes training. That was such a tangent. Tangent. Anytime You Need a Friend is a classic John Del Rey. Great taste. Favorite performance of that, Tokyo Dome. We don't know if it was post-dub. A lot of it was post-dub. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for vocal delivery, I mean, when she breaks into the remix. If you guys have not seen the entire 1996 Tokyo Dome performance, don't, just go. I'm fine if you leave and watch that. It is just, oh my god. The best, the best, the best of the best. Don't you ever be lonely? Don't you ever be lonely? In that big, big, like, skirt just strutting around and, like, spinning. Everything. It does everything for me. Did I scroll too far up in the chat? I'm everywhere. Look at J-Lo. True. Look at J-Lo. She got some training, and now she is an international celebrity. Her looks had nothing to do with it. Bye, John Del Rey. Good luck with your work. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your night as well. Pablo, I have seen all of the half of an episode of Queer Eye. I know that everybody is loving it. I prefer to allocate my viewing resources to Todrick's Hall recent body of work if I am choosing to support cis gay man generated media that is queer in nature. I will sooner watch his work. I don't know. I just was like over the Queer Eye thing. I think that it's a very dated concept for queer people to be like service to straight people. I know that they help more than just straight people in this version of the series, but it's a very anachronistic device. Like, it's very clearly a reality show that was started in the early 2000s. And I think if you're going to reboot it, at least make the cast reflective of what queer means in today's society. Because, like, all I see is the cis gay man eye for the straight eye. It just seems like, yeah, I don't know. It seems a little bit narrow for my tastes. But I'm sure it's, like, cute and funny. Also, just, like, the reality TV, like, presentation of it also seems dated. Like, it all just seems dated. It seems like they got the same people to produce it as they did in the 90s. Maybe they switched up a couple of people, but the general story editors seem to be very much in the mindset of, like, early 2000s reality TV. And we've just moved past that. Like, we have YouTube now creating our reality culture. And you need to be aware of that, so. La-di-da, more controversial opinions. David's just a hater. While I'm on it, I should talk about Love, Simon. But that's not even going to be, that's not going to be addressed. Not on this particular day. Okay, so where are we? Where are we? La-di-da. How do I feel about Mean Girls musical? I am excited about it. I have not seen much from it. I do have a friend who worked on the set design for it, so congrats to him. I hope that it has all of the success. I did try to do the lotto for it in, like, I think the first performance of previews. She wasn't going to get a ticket, and that's okay. But I do hope that I can win lotto or standing room or rush, because she's not paying full price for a Broadway ticket these days, mama. But yeah, it would be really fun to see it. I love the movie. I've seen it many, many times. And that is one branded musical that I am in support of all of the Disneyland of Broadway shows that are now very present in Times Square. Austin, you saw, okay. You saw Todrick get escorted out of the Hello Dolly stage door. She wasn't getting kicked out. When I first read that comment, Austin, I thought that you saw Todrick, like, get kicked out of somewhere. I was about to be like, whoa, she got the tea? You gotta, like, tell TMZ. No, I actually saw Todrick at Once on This Island when I saw it. Also, he went to my friend Genevieve in Minneapolis. You guys might have, some of you might have seen the video where she puts me in drag. Davida Loca lives. He went to the Saloon, which is a bar in Minneapolis, for Genevieve's birthday performance. His crew was in town for the Straight Outta Oz tour, and it was just like, Genevieve was like, I'm going to have Todrick Hall come. And he brought his whole entourage. They went backstage, and, like, you know, he came up on stage and, like, was tipping everybody incredibly generously, all of the queens, and they took a shot together. It was like, all right, okay. Like, she's not up on her pedestal. She's very much a queen for the people, at least in my personal experience. I don't know if any of you guys saw the recent video that he did addressing some criticisms he's gotten for his Forbidden visual album, his second visual album. But there are things he's doing where I'm like, there are not a lot of people in his position who are as outspoken and candid about their opinions. And I have a lot of respect for that. He seems super fearless. So all about it. Watch this documentary on Netflix. It's on Netflix now. I cried. And here's another person who should be paying me for this promo. Moving on. Okay, Austin. Yeah, Austin likes the Queer Eye. Yeah, do you want to be a co-host on the live stream, girl? She's generating topics on topics. Yes, okay. I'm not trying to take the enjoyment of watching Queer Eye or Love, Simon by extension from anybody. I understand a lot of people didn't have that growing up to identify with, and like it means a lot to them now. I do think that that could be accomplished in addition to like a variety of other subsets who could relate by having a wider lens. But I think that it's not like a net negative. I'm sure that they are respectful in their portrayal of that aspect of the queer community. I just think it could be a little bit more holistic. But that's just my take. I'm an idealist, rambunctious as I am. I did not see him in Chicago, Austin. I saw him in Kinky Boots, and that was probably less weird casting than Chicago. I did see Brandy in Chicago, though, and she was perfectly cast. Do you guys want to hear my thoughts on Beyonce? I feel like I opened up that topic and did not follow through. So, aesthetically amazing, message-wise amazing. She delivered. I was so glad to see that whole marching band. I was so glad to see just like, I don't know, if you guys listen to the Read podcast, they can articulate this opinion from a much more grounded place, a much more thorough place. So I'll just say like, listen to the Read and this episode about Beyonce, but listen to the Read in general, like they're amazing. But of course, me being the kind of fan that I am, and a vocals, perfectionist, I guess, I just wanted more live vocals. I wanted at least one song. The only fully live song that we got was Drunken Love, which is ironic because I didn't even know we'd ever have a completely live version of Drunken Love, famously lip-synced on the Grammy Awards. But other than that, we had like the second half of Crazy in Love was live, maybe? Like, I'm not going to try and argue with people about like what Beyonce doing playback is and what her singing live is, because if you want that deep dive, you can look into a number of different vocal analysis YouTube channels. But I will say, after much time of like sourcing fan videos during this Carter World Tour, matching, I mean, I remember being like, is she really singing Single Ladies live and dancing? Is she really? And that's where it began. And I took the Ellen DeGeneres performance, and I took the AMA's performance, and I started them at the same time, and I was like, oh my God, that's the same vocal, but it sounds live, and she sounds out of breath. And then my entire world was shattered, and I realized, wow, people make specific playback tracks to sound like they're a live vocal, with imperfections and out of breathness, but at the end of the day, it's not live. And Beyonce has perfected this to the point that it is so hard to tell. But for the tried and true listener, what is the giveaway other than duplicate tracks? And I mean, now that there's been 2 weekends, it can be confirmed by syncing them up. But honestly, the ultimate tell is that just like that little bit of impulsive artistry, the spontaneity in her choices, you can just tell when those are vacant. And it's also the way that audio-wise the track for the vocal is laid over the music. At this point, it's like the second that a few words come out, I'm like, oh, damn it. She's not singing live. I get it. I get that now the expectations, the bar is set so high, and for her priorities, she wants that image to be perfect. She wants the dances to be on point, and there are so many things that are higher on her priority list from her position as an international celebrity, as a performer everyone's eye is on. Her vocals and her own musical artistry has to come second to those things. And maybe that is justified. And honestly, I can't say that I completely disagree with that point of view. But I, as a fan of Beyonce, the musician, the vocalist, like the person who I spent hours sourcing videos and, oh my God, she's doing this ad-lib on this night and she's changing up the melody here. I miss hearing her make choices live. Just from a musical standpoint, whatever. It's selfish of me. It's selfish of me as a fan to just want a very specific thing out of the artist. I will admit it, but I just feel like that's something that I've been missing from her, and I'm really looking forward to her Back to Basics jazz album where she'll where she'll collaborate with Tony Bennett and like just give us vocals. Anyway, okay, so I've lost everybody. She's become very passionate. You guys thought I was a Mariah stan? Girl, you don't want to talk about Beyonce with me. The John Loves Music says Beyonce is canceled. Eurovision, Keith Slew? Keith Slew? I'm not watching Eurovision. I've never watched it. Believe it or not, I've never watched it all the way through a season. I know that makes me a bad gay person. It would be a really fun thing to like review hardcore, but honestly, for me to get into something like Eurovision, I would need to put a lot of things down, and I would need to dig into the archive of all of the performers and like really invest. So I just feel like I'm not personally ready to get to that level yet, but I will let you know. If there are any specific performances I should be aware of, please tweet them at me, at David Levitz on Twitter.com. You can also Facebook them to me, facebook.com/officialdavidlevitz. That is Levitz. And, you know, make sure that you subscribe to Squarespace and Squatty Potty and Casper Mattress and Blue Apron. Firefly fan understands where I'm coming from with Beyonce. Thank you for the recognition. I really just want to feel seen with this opinion. I know that like when I bring this up, people are like, how are you finding something to knock about this queen when she's doing so much important, you know, representation and making such statements as an artist and, you know, not letting the music industry blah, 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 blah. It's like, it's just very simple. I'm not saying that any of those things are not warranted or that they're a lower priority. I miss the singer. I miss the singer. Can we get... That said, the arrangements are still on point. She comes there with a new instrumental arrangement every damn time. I mean, how many different ways can you produce Crazy in Love before it gets old? But it didn't. There are different chord... Even, like, Bow Down has a chord progression. Where was that chord progression on the recording? Can we get that chord progression on the recording, please? 7-Eleven, chord progression, brass. Giving me musicality, and this is what, like, if you guys listen to 4, even Party has, like, a 6 vocal stack, a 6 harmony vocal stack. She's got vocals on vocals on vocals, even that Ed Sheeran duet. This is why it's like, oh my god, we are just getting the tip of the iceberg of the artistry that is Beyonce the musician. I hope that she's got a plan. I have a theory that she, like Prince did, she has just like personal albums that she releases to like family members. Jay gets to listen to them, but she won't release them to the public because we just do not deserve to hear these tracks. But I hope that one day we get that. Because just she's on another level. And people think it's because of the spectacle and because of the dancing. If you strip all that away, just as a vocalist and a musician, she is fully on another level in her own right. So... Let's get it together. Let's get Beyonce the musician to come alive. Maybe she's cloned herself, and she'll just... Speaking of, I mean, not really. Very different. I'm not about to start comparing, but like Solange was the highlight of the performance. Her dancing with Beyonce was incredible, and I love that the first weekend, the one that was live streamed and everybody watched, it was like a pretty messy duet dance moment. Like Solange was killing it, and Beyonce was very clearly like, my wardrobe is malfunctioning, I'm feeling kind of tired, we didn't really rehearse that much. And so the second weekend they come back and like things are sharp. Beyonce was like, we have to rehearse before next weekend. We've got to get it together. And it's, I just love it. Both of them were wonderful. Solange is an icon, and I'm glad that she got her moment. I'm glad Destiny's Child got their moment. I just watched a compilation of #PoorMichelle. It was 17 minutes, not of her messing up, but of her delivering vocals, because she's an underrated vocalist, and I was all about it. Beyonce has three kids now. She's probably constantly sick or worn down. She's, I don't know. I'm not even going to start to talk about Beyonce's personal life, because none of us have a place to do that. We don't even know who she is. We know Beyonce as a concept. We know Beyonce as a theory, as a cultural force. We don't know the first thing about Beyonce as a mother or as a human being. So, yes, it must be tiring, but I assume that she has some sort of support. I don't know. I don't even want to open this can of beans. I can't relate to being a mother. Let's see. What else are we talking about? What's being hosted by Shangela and Ross? Hmm? Oh, Eurovision is. Wow. Get that coin, Shangela. Let's see. Mariah Carey lip-syncing most of the climaxes to her songs. Now that's just something that lambs have had to just learn to accept. It's been a fact since before Emancipation of Me that we would not hear one. I mean, one of my favorite songs, My Saving Grace, never heard the climax live. We have not once been blessed with that moment. And we just have to take every little bit of an improv moment when a sound cue is missed, when her ear is off, for her to go into just some sort of spontaneous ad-lib, and then we're like, there are the spontaneous vocals. There is the musical moment. But we're never going to hear a climax live. Again, she's over it. She delivered gold vocals for a decade, and then the press tore her down, and she's had to deal with a lot of BS. Her former manager is suing her right now. Don't get me started on Stella. That's another podcast y'all should listen to, the Mariah Report. They'll give you all of my thoughts about Stella for 2 hours. Because, yeah, it is what it is. Beyonce has a concept. She is one with the ether. Yes, Firefly. She's a brand. It's true. Have I been to DragCon? No, I have not. I would love to go to DragCon. I want to go to VidCon. I haven't been since 2014. I would definitely be overwhelmed at both. I feel like it's just like a fever dream, what my experience was at VidCon 2013, 2014. But, I mean, DragCon would be fun. I would mostly just want to see, like, the crowd there. Because I see the videos, and they're, like, these young kids in full drag. It is a brave new world we live in. It is colorful and wonderful. Stella's a witch, says Andrew Garfield. Imogen Heap live, that would be amazing. Where is Imogen Heap? Her documentary was great. The one about the making of Ellipse. She's like, I just recorded my banister. I was just strumming my banister, and I thought these sounds would be great. She is like a whole nother kind of other level in terms of artistry. I miss Imogen Heap. Where is she? Where is the new album? She's kikiing with Christina like, we are never going to give the gays what they want. Okay, y'all. We haven't really talked about Ariana. You guys don't care about Ariana's new single, apparently. That was literally, like, I took down notes, and, like, the only thing I fully wrote down was Ariana's song, and we have not even touched on it. But let me know if you want my thoughts. I'll probably share them whether you want them or not. Keith Slew they are supposed to do a DragCon in New York, but they haven't announced anything about it for this year. They did one last year. They've been promoting the crap out of LA, and they haven't said anything about New York. So maybe she's canceled. I think probably, like, if LA does well, then they'll, like, really, like, promo New York or, like, announce it. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe they're just dragging their feet, being disorganized. Thank you, Paulo Rodriguez. John Sue, now that I have your permission, I will tell you my thoughts on No Tears Left to Cry. Overarching theme. I think / truly hope that this is just a buzz single. In the same vein as Britney Spears 3, or Christina Aguilera Change, or Ariana Grande Focus, in retrospect. Because if this is truly the lead single of her new album, I'm a little bit, I don't want to say let down or disappointed. No, I can say it. I've been a fan since she was in 13 the Musical on Broadway. I was a little let down with this song in the context of being the lead single for this new era. If it is a buzz single, then I'm okay with it. In the same vein as Christmas and Chill, I do prefer that kind of a buzz release because it's very transparently kind of stripped down, kind of rushed, whatever. But if it's a buzz single, I'm fine. I definitely, like, this cannot hold a candle to Dangerous Woman as a lead single. It honestly, hot take, can't really hold a candle to Focus as a lead single. Video-wise, I mean, I know people read the song, but, like, Focus is still the best music video that she's had in her entire career thus far. if you're looking at it as a music video, in terms of aesthetic, in terms of cleanliness, in terms of performance in her choreography, the look, the cinematography, Focus is the best video that she has. Period. Done. Is this video like a take? Sure. Was it clean? When I saw it, I was like, so is it intentional for it to look like an early 2000s music video? I get the sound is supposed to be like a little bit, you know, 90s, 2000s, just synth-wise, but like, is that green screening really supposed to be like, we're making it look kind of clunky because Toxic happened, right? It's a win. No, I just, it's very budget Joseph Kahn. Like, if you're not at the level of, look what you made me do, and I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, thought Reputation era was garbage, but as a standalone video, like at least technically that was well executed, the compositing was clean, like it is what it is, Joseph Kahn is, that's his thing. This video was not that. And I just feel like, why do we need to make it into this sci-fi movie if we could simply have like choreography, rehearsals behind it, and a clean performance delivery, and that would be so much more pleasing. I think the reason is that this was a buzz single. It was rushed. She didn't have to learn choreography. She just had to be on a green screen set for a few days. She had to be in the rotating room kind of thing. Behind the scenes videos are now dropping. And it's like, okay, if that is the case, I'll have... Oh, and then the face mask takeoff moment. That is another moment where it's like, this is very clearly the aesthetic of like a late 90s, early 2000s, you know, punk, maybe like a Linkin Park music video. I don't know. It's just very like deep. It is what it is. I don't even have like too many thoughts on the music video. I think, you know, her in the spinning room was a good moment. She looks beautiful through the whole thing. Wasn't really here for her being like inside of the fairy lights and just trapped there. But it is what it is. Production-wise, because like I've listened to the song more than I've watched the video. Let me just take a pause. I want to see if anybody's going off. Let's see. Okay, so... Oh my god, what's going on? Stop pop-ups. Marketing point, yes, okay. People are kind of agreeing. People are kind of bored. The John Loves Music says that Ariana Grande bores him. No, this is an all-inclusive space. You will not get shot by an Ariana stan. You respect her and you love her. You don't love me. What else is happening? Here for the jokes, thank you. Yes, okay, yes, now I understand. I read Austin's She's Playing Hide and Seek, didn't get it. Thank you for clarifying. Keith, how tall am I? 6 feet tall. When you meet people from social media, they're either... I'm usually taller than people think. More people are bored of Ariana Grande. Okay, I'll wrap this up quick because not that many people seem interested. Production standpoint, this is the other reason that I think this is a buzz single. It sounds, my friend Joey Contreras, this is a thought I'm stealing from him, but he said it sounded likely that these were vocals that were just kind of like left over from an old session that they like kind of pieced together to, you know, come out with this song. I think the leading reason that this is probably a buzz single, or the main case for this being a buzz single, is its attachment to the Manchester bombing almost 1 year ago, and the fact that it is released in such close like proximity to that, in sentiment. I think that, you know, that can be this song's story, and that kind of takes the place of it being attached to an album, unless the whole album is like her story rebuilt. But I don't think that she wants to make that such a footnote in her career. I think the whole point of the song, she's picking it up, she's moving past it, and I think that the production aspect, the scrapped together vocals, key indicators of that are the fact that there's like really no harmony on the chorus, which is like so in need of a harmony. Every other Ari song, I mean even the most simple ones, have at least a third, usually a fifth, and this is like a soaring chorus. Every time I hear that final chorus, it's like, where are the backup harmonies? Mama, could they not just even make them in Melodyne? Like, was that really not on their mind? Because I'm almost about to like, once those vocal stems come out, I will literally make my own version with the backup vocals that I want to be present, because it's so barren. And then there's this really rough production error. This is so, I wonder if anybody will even know well, cue up your songs, find the song, go to 55 seconds. This repeats throughout the song, but that's, I think, the first time that it happens. There's like an ad-lib where she says, "oh yeah," during the chorus, and it's like super reverby, and then it just cuts out, and it's so annoying. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. But every time I'm listening to the song, I'm just like, why? Like, it just cuts out. I don't know if this was like a found vocal. Maybe it was like from the actual Manchester performance. That's a theory that some Nancy Drews out there have. If that's the case, that's like a real deep cut. But okay, all right. Otherwise, it's like, what? Why? It's like, it just is very reverby and then cuts out. It doesn't make any sense. There are those aspects where I'm just like, there's also an auto-tuning moment. At the end of the phrase, "shut your mouth," she does a little 3-note run. And if you listen super closely, the last note of it is like super rigid in the tuning. It's not really cleanly at all. It sounds like almost a keyboard, just like going from the second note to the third note. And like these kinds of production flubs, like, are they really going to be at that level with a lead single? No. I think it's a buzz single. I think they threw it together. They were like, we have this old production session. This song sounds like it could be current with some current production on it. Swap out some synths, get these vocals together. We're going to like throw together this production. A lot of it's going to be done in post-production, painting in some backgrounds, and we've got a moment. And that's that on that. If I end up, eating my words and this is the lead single, then good Lord, I hope that the next song is just more polished. Oh yay, a Poptastic! I ruined your listening experience. I'm just glad to have the validation that somebody can hear it who's not me. A few people on the Reddit, like maybe I've scrolled through thousands of comments on a Reddit thread about this song just looking for people to acknowledge that. Maybe like 3 people pointed it out. So thank you for the validation. Let's see. Evanescence, Bring Me to Life. Who? Okay, true. The John Loves Music clocked the reference. It is truly like, Fashion of His Love by Gaga is kind of like that. Piece from old B-sides. A lot of Gaga songs are like that. Oh, especially Born This Way, because she recorded it like on her touring truck, van, whatever the case. Whew! All right, we've been on for more than an hour. Girl, thank you guys for hanging out. She's getting a little bit tired, and I do have work early in the morning, so I'm going to go in a little bit. But we tackled all the talking points, right? I rambled enough to be entertaining. Thanks for hopping on short notice. I know I just put this up today, but I just wanted to check in. I was missing y'all and didn't have it in me to do a full, cohesive review. I tried to film a review of the Ari song this weekend, but I was just like, nobody really cares about the 55-second reverb moment, but maybe people on a live stream will have it in the context of many other subjects. So thank you for indulging me. What else? Last minute questions, last minute topics, opinions, things. How are you all doing? How is your Tuesday night going? Let's see. What else is happening? Oh, nobody's saying anything. Well, if that's the case, then peace and blessings. Actually, no, I'm now just watching myself ask the question on the live stream, so now, okay. Do more live streams, says Pablo. I'm feeling like I might. I kind of have this weird hang up about once I end the live stream and then it's kept as a video on my channel. And I have all these edited videos and then I have these live stream videos which are completely unedited. And if that's the first thing that people see, then they won't realize that that's not the fully polished, presentable. But I should just make a playlist of live streams and then that'll take care of that fear. Because some people like to watch back live streams. I'll watch back a soju every now and then, a little recap moment, and there's room for everything on a YouTube channel. You just got to know how to organize it. Good night, Andrew Garfield. Guys, can you believe the Amazing Spider-Man? Thank you for gracing us with your presence. I honestly feel like that series was underrated. I truly do. The first one came out and I was like, all right, I might be on board for this. Need to see him in Angels in America. Is that still running? Is the bus still running? I really want to see that. Nathan Lane, y'all. Oh my God, I won an Ariana Stan over. You said Juan Vieira. Oh gosh, Vieira. Oh my God, Vieira? How do you pronounce that? Please tell me how to so I can stop butchering your name. Says you started like Ariana Grande because of my old videos. I am glad about that. I am truly a supporter. Any critiques that I have are truly because I care and I'm invested in her career. We are the same age. I've been following her also almost for a decade. And, I really truly believe that she is at her core a Broadway to pop crossover that had more success than any other Broadway to pop crossover. I still see her that way. The old YouTube videos covering songs, I was like subscribed, clicked on those from the subscription feed. I just, I want the most for her. I want her inner artistry to shine. I feel like for a lot of her most public portion of her career, she's really been kind of told what songs to sing or, it's a very like Christina Aguilera, Genie in a Bottle phase moment, and I am still kind of waiting for her stripped moment where she'll just be like, screw it. I thought that would be Dangerous Woman. The single Dangerous Woman was that moment, but then the album kind of wasn't. So I don't know. It's a complicated developing relationship, but overall, support, love, all of those things. Hey, Princess Fiona, you're arriving just at the end. I am watching myself in the playback, and my arms are, she's doing an Alexis Michelle moment. I need to get better with the gesticulating, because I really must be. It's in 3D. Maurice, I'm good, bro. How are you? Thank you, JJ Bush, for letting me know that. I am very glad that you caught my video at the right time, that it helped you in your journey of self-discovery. That is honestly like why I started doing this stuff, because I was seeing gay YouTubers on the internet, and I was like, no reason I shouldn't be part of that conversation too. So it always is humbling and grounding to hear responses like that. Thank you for letting me know. All right, Andrew G. Spider-Man. Truly. Thank you, Han. Oh, have you told me how to pronounce your name yet? Bye, Austin. Hello, Dean Rowley. You're coming in right at the end, but you can watch the playback when I go away. But I just wanted to say hello before I leave. Yeah, okay. I should go. Otherwise, I'm going to stay on forever, and I have work in the morning. So thank you all so much for hopping on. And until next time, maybe it'll be Thursday after the episode. Last week, we went out to a bar and saw it at a viewing party, which was kind of fun. And when that happens, I don't get home until like 11, and at that point, I have to go to bed because I work in the next morning. So if that happens, then I won't live stream the night of. But maybe I'll be like, meh, let's stay in, let's watch it. And in that case, I'll probably hop on with y'all and chat about the episode. But other than that, I don't know. Thank you guys. I hope that you guys enjoy these in the interim while I'm like getting my life together and not as able to do edited videos. But yeah. All right. Hey, Denise. You're late to live chat, but really enjoyed reviews on RuPaul's Drag Race. Why don't I do that for season 10 anymore? Well, you can find the answer to that question when the playback for this live stream starts. I've talked about it a lot, and I've got to go to bed, but please stick around. This will become a replay once I log off, and, it'll be addressed within the beginning. Yeah. All right. Good night to everybody. Sending well thoughts your way, and that's that. Now, how do I... She always has to figure out... Okay, I know how to do it now. I think I have the button. So, goodbye. Thank you for watching. I will see you very soon. All right. Peace. Yes, I'm